This is 7 National News. In our top story this evening, UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, stressed environmental security is an essential part and a key component of the UAE's national security and social stability. Sheikh Mohammed's remarks came while chairing Sunday's cabinet meeting. He said that there can be no sustainable development without a sustainable environment and that it is our duty to maintain a balanced environment for future generations. The Cabinet approved the recommendations of the Federal National Council on the preservation of the environment in the UAE. Additionally, the development of strategic plans for dealing with disasters and environmental accidents at all levels, especially marine accidents, was also approved. The UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, also launched the Mohammed bin Rashid Initiative for Smart Learning for Higher Education at the headquarters of the Higher Colleges of Technology in Abu Dhabi on Sunday. The launching ceremony took off as Sheikh Mohammed signed an iPad tablet, similar to the tablets used by students. Approximately 13,000 students at Zayed University, United Arab Emirates University and the Higher Colleges of Technology will benefit from the Smart Learning Initiative for Higher Education. It is estimated that by 2015, the Middle East would have spent $100 billion on defense overall, majority of which is expected to focus on integrating high technology and security systems and sophisticated homeland security solutions. The UAE is considered one of the safest destinations. Last year, 50 million passengers passed through Dubai Airport alone. With the traffic of people coming into the country continuing to rise, authorities say maintaining security and safety are paramount priorities. At the Smart Border Technology Forum today, security and intelligence officials from different countries and government departments discussed the common challenges they face, including the evolving threat of terrorism, the growing sophistication of their adversaries, as well as the rising traffic in cargo and passengers.
Comparing with other countries is something good, to know where are you. Are you on the right level or not? It's good to visit people, to see what do they have, to invite people, to listen from them, to see what do you have. It's something good. I think United Arab Emirates, one of the leaders in the world, using the technology to help passengers arriving and traveling through the country. United Arab Emirates would like to provide the services which will allow the passengers to enter and to travel out of the country smoothly, easy, faster. And I think the technology which we are using in United Arab Emirates is going to reach this target.
In my visit to Dubai, I've learned a lot from my counterparts as well. And Major General Amari has visited Singapore. So we continue to develop this relationship in terms of capacity building, capability development.
Dr. Hatem Fouad Ali, representative of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime for the GCC region, commended the UAE's efforts. He revealed that UNODC and the Dubai Police are now collaborating on a game-based training program, adopting real-life situations which will be made available in a year's time. Meanwhile, the Deputy Commander General of the Dubai Police spoke about combating terrorism and enhancing national security. In addition to technology, the authorities are implementing a variety of programs that benefit students and the community at large.
We started our programs in the schools and we let the student to teach these programs and we hope to find the point what we exactly to do it, because for drugs, for robberies, for anything that will be is very important for the student in UAE to do it.
Authorities from the Ministry of Environment and Water revealed that the sector is currently facing a number of challenges. Maintaining sustainability is one. However, in light of this, officials confirmed today at the Arabian Water and Power Forum that the Emirates is working towards more efficient and renewable solutions. Speaking to regional and international delegates, His Excellency Dr. Rashid Ahmad bin Fahad stated that the ultimate goal is to increase the load capacity of the UAE and ultimately connect with the European utility authorities in the near future. The forum also identified the crucial steps that need to be taken in order to form a strong regulatory framework for driving forward independent power projects, or IPPs, and independent water and power projects.
There is a GCC grid, and that integration between the Saudi and Egypt, I think that's also will add to the GCC grid. And that's also there is a negotiation with the Turkish side. So we hope that there will be a future grid with the European market. So it's a win-win for both sides, for the GCC countries and for the other side.
Well, absolutely. I think one of the important things to understand is that this region is experiencing growth that's unlike any place else in the world. I mean, with perhaps the exception of perhaps China. But if you look at Europe, the United States, developed economies, their sort of power demand growths are usually in the range of like 1% to 2%. And here in this region, you're seeing power demand growth rates between like 6 and 10 and sometimes 11 or 12%. And so imagine the impact of having to grow your utility at 10 times the pace that one experiences in the developed world like the United States or Europe, and it gives you a sense of the challenge. So all of these utilities are essentially racing after demand, trying to catch up with it and trying to stay abreast of it.
Delegates from Kuwait revealed water and power development projects which are forecast to introduce an additional 9,000 megawatts of power by 2020. Meanwhile, the Saudi Ministry of Electricity and Water are preparing to spend 40 to 50 billion Saudi riyals annually towards developments in the next decade.
In the past, actually, we reach an installed capacity which is, I would assume, number one in the Middle East, more than 54,000 megawatt in the meantime. And in order to meet the demand, we have to double this capacity at least in the next 2 decades. To do so, I think we need to face a lot of challenges. One of them is the finance, how to finance this huge projects. When I say huge projects, I mean relatively huge based to the installed capacity in the region.
But 9,000 megawatts is going to be like about 6,000 megawatts for the housing, because we have 5 new cities coming up. Khairan is a huge city. It's about 300,000 inhabitants and industrial areas in it, and commercial and all stuff. And then the Sabah Al Ahmed's coming area is a huge area as well. There's like new areas coming.
Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in the world, claiming more than 17.3 million lives every year. In the UAE alone, 25% of all deaths are a result of heart disease or stroke, according to medical experts. In recognition of World Heart Day, which is to be observed on the 29th of September, Majid Al Futtaim Properties' 6 malls across the UAE have partnered with the Dubai Health Authority and Emirates Cardiac Society in an effort to raise awareness of heart disease. This morning, healthcare officials announced the upcoming activities to take place this weekend. Kicking off on Thursday at 8:30 a.m, Mall of the Emirates will be getting active by hosting the Walk for a Cause. Over the next 2 weekends, doctors and specialists will be administering free heart health testing and medical consultations for both male and females at MAF property malls across the country. UAE residents are encouraged to support the cause.
Cardiovascular disease is fatal, expensive, and difficult to treat. But the good news is that there are modifiable risk factors for cardiovascular disease, like hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, diabetes, and smoking. These are the main risk factors for cardiovascular disease, and they are, as I said, modifiable, so we can do something about it.
The main activity will be free blood test, free checkup, which will include blood test for sugar, for cholesterol, for blood pressure, and body mass index. And also, plus that, they will give you a recommendation and advices in working a better lifestyle in terms of what you eat and what you exercise and all this thing.
Up next, we have your business, so stay with us.